Being on B10, B25. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Tracksuit Pundits, we're here. We've got our special guest, always showing his support, man, like Adam McKola.
What's happening?
Obviously, man, like Momo here, Joe on the buttons.
I go by Adam, top of the league, McKola now, bro.
Mr. 21 is coming.
We're rattling them already, you know. We're rattling them already, lads, I tell you. They're not feeling us right now, bro. So obviously, I'm coming with the preview of the massive game we've got this weekend, bro. Obviously, the rivalry is always there anyway. Like Man U, Liverpool, even when we was doing a lot better than them, bro. It was still a lot to go to Anfield. You always knew you was in for a game, you know what I mean, lads? And right now, it's top versus second. And obviously, we all know who's top, innit, lads?
I think it's the biggest one we've had since probably Benitez was there, wasn't it? When Torres and that.
Remember Mascherano lost his head at Old Trafford?
Yeah.
When Marsha got himself sent off, it was just like, bro, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Rafa's cracking up. He's cracking up. That was a sick time.
So, lads, let's crack into it then. We'll start, right. Obviously, we'll just start. Ad, let us know what you think about the game, innit, Ad?
Bro, it's a mad one because 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, I was in the mindset that we can go to Liverpool and be like 5 points behind them and beat them. We can pull ourselves into a title race or win your game in hand and you'll be 5 points behind Liverpool. Go there. You never know what happens. And we were kind of hoping that we could drag ourselves into something, but because of their form and because of our form, somehow we've flipped like a 12-point difference since November on them. And we're going there 3 points clear. So the landscape's changed, but I'd take a draw right now. But like I said to you before we started recording, I don't think there's been a better time to beat them over the last couple of years and probably definitely since Klopp's been there and he started turning things around, because every time we've been to Anfield, under Mourinho, he kind of gave the onus to them. And he kind of paid way too much respect to them. I remember going there at one stage. I think we were on some really good form, and Klopp's Liverpool team were just in some bad form. And we went to Anfield and we parked the bus for a 0-0, bro. And we just lost all our momentum. And I think to be going there this time, 3 points clear, and knowing if you come out of there and you don't lose, you're at the very least 3 points clear of last season's champions. I think it's massive, massive credit to the players and the manager. But it's a big challenge. And I think you're kind of caught in this trap of, do you go there, look to batter them? Well, not batter them, but beat them. Or do you go there and kind of, play a kind of football that would be alien to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and this United? So it's a weird one, and it'll come to the forefront as we go further into this title race, how prepared we are for that. Is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer going to stick to his guns when there's something really on the line? So it'll be interesting to see how we take it to the field at Anfield, but I'm shitting it for the game.
I'll be honest, I'm the same, but what worries me, bro, is like what you're saying about, because when it seems to be there's something riding on the game, bro, we get a different, say the past under Ollie, let's be honest, apart from the odd big game, which we beat the Cities and we beat PSG, right? When it's really mattered, we don't really come through, if you understand what I'm saying. By the few semi-finals we should have won. I'm not too critical of the recent City one, because we've got a lot of football coming up and we are now in a title race, bro. So, you know what I mean? It's I'm not as disappointed for that one as I was for the rest. But because of that, I'm reserved, you know what I mean? So I'm a bit reserved to be full bantering everybody. We're this, we're going to win the league, we're going to this. Don't get me wrong. I think if there's a season that we can, I think this season is the season, bro. Right. And obviously from there it can catapult us on to different things. But regarding the game, fam, I just think we've got to go. We can't go there and look to park the bus, fam. You can't do it, bro, honestly. It's like even when the games at Liverpool drew, bro, they still created chances, and I just don't think it's a good tactic to go there looking for that, bro. So
I don't think we will. I think we will probably play Fred and McTominay. Or
I don't want
you know
that.
some.
I'll be honest.
No,
I
I
don't want
think
that, bro.
I think Fred definitely starts in this game.
Fred has to
I think
start, but I
I
think it's
think
got to be
Bruno
Fred,
starts,
Pogba,
and I
and
think
Fernandez.
yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised to see Pogba playing on the left of a 4-2-3-1. That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I don't think we'll go there and park the bus or
I don't
anything
know if
like
we
that.
need to see
I don't
McTominay,
think we
bro.
will. But like, it's what we don't know about this team is how the nerves will take an effect, how your decision making will change when you're involved at this end of the table, when you've got something to hold on to. Because, bro, whether we like it or not now, if we don't win the league from here, which I think Man City are the favourites. If we don't win the league from here, people are gonna say, fans are gonna you flop it and all this, that, and the other. And is that how do you respond as a Man United player? Because most of these it's an alien position for them. And that's the thing. I don't think Ollie will go there and set up. I think he'll be respectful of what they have going in attack, but he'll be well and truly aware that if they go with Phillips at the back or they go with Henderson and Fabinho at the back, bro, he's gonna have something for them. And I think we have to. I'd be madly disappointed if we went there and we just, as much as I'm saying I'd take a draw, like if we just went there and accepted a draw, I'd be madly disappointed because I've seen other teams create chances against Liverpool quite comfortably. So we definitely need to be looking to attack them, and we've got the players to do it.
I was just going to say, from an outsider point of view as well, we've just seen Fulham and West Brom make a good few chances against Liverpool, and the way their defence is looking, it's a lot of running back. Fabinho and Alexander-Arnold down the same side don't look too strong together either. So I think I can see you making a bag of chances against them, but it's who do you play? How do you pick that lineup?
And how
You know,
do you
it is with
go on,
Liverpool.
Momo. Give us your thoughts on the game, and then we'll go onto the lineups
Yeah.
and stuff.
You see, with Liverpool, what I thought they're not going to do this well this season is because of the hunger and, the mental energy. They're going to have it for this game. This is a game that they will have it for. It's not, they don't have to motivate themselves. You know how you have to do it week in, week out. That's what I think they're struggling with. Yeah, that's what I think they're struggling with. But in this game, they will wake up. And if we don't take it to them, the reason we need to take it to them, because number one, obviously they're a bit vulnerable, like everyone's saying. And number two, if we're dealing with a title race, it's not a rivalry with one team. We got Man City as well. We got to still keep winning. We got to still keep winning, and it's not good. And it won't be good enough. And I don't think it will happen if we don't beat enough of the big teams. I know we're beating the smaller teams now, which is wicked because we weren't doing that before. We still need, at the end of the title, at the end of the season, we beat Liverpool, we beat this team, we beat that team. We're going to need a few of them, and I think this is a major one. We have to win it. We have to go to win it as well, because if we let them get comfortable and come into the game, their energy will come back for this one, 100%.
I do think so.
They were up for the Spurs game, and in that Spurs game, everyone was saying, Spurs are going to win the league, and Liverpool kind of went, all right, fuck you, like slapped them back into place. And they have the ability to, like, the way they play as well. I'm kind of happy. Well, I'm fully happy that they ain't even got 2,000 fans in there, like, because all this is new to Liverpool versus Manchester United. Them being at home, the onus being on them. Bro, we got some top players in form, and even like the likes of Bruno and Rashford ain't really been performing in recent weeks. They've still been delivering. So, like you say, we have to go there and look to cause them some problems, because look, Trent's, like you mentioned, Trent's going to bomb forward. Robertson's going to bomb forward. That defense is flaky. We need to get at them. If we don't score a couple goals, it's going to be disappointed, I know. But it's a mad game,
I don't know, man. I'm a bit
game
with the game, bro. I think there's a lot more in it, and Klopp. And I think even now, Liverpool fans, how they're being. We'll go on to the Klopp penalties, how Klopp spoke about the penalties and that, fam. Like, how Liverpool are being at the moment shows that they've got us in mind. They wouldn't have mentioned the penalties last year, bro. They wouldn't have mentioned them. Like, we wouldn't
Henderson
have
was speaking about us as well.
What was he saying?
I can't remember, but I remember they both like Henderson and Klopp both had their name, like, talked about us without talking about us. Then you had Mourinho talking about us. about penalties and Harry Kane scores. You don't need 10 penalties like some and that. Like these are
You know what
are
Mourinho's
actually
doing though?
quite short.
What Mourinho does, he deflects from what's going on at his, what's it called? And they've dropped hella points lately, bro. So Mourinho's trying to take it off their back, bro, because, and it's like I was saying to Sean, bro, I don't think them tactics win you a Premier League title anymore, but don't want to go over there. And to keep on to Klopp and Liverpool fans, right? For Klopp to even mention that, when if you look at it now, yeah, right, if you took penalties away this season, bro, right, there'd still be 3 places below us. So you're talking about penalties. You're talking about penalties from the start of last season, but you're mentioning penalties in a season where if we take the penalties away, you're more points behind us than you are now. And you're further behind us than you are now. You know what I mean? So it's like
if you take our penalties away, I think we'd be level on points with them or a point below them.
Nah,
So.
we're seventh, and they're 10th. That's how it would be.
Okay.
That's how it would be currently if there was no penalties at all, right? So,
but the thing is, yeah, people don't look at, and Mourinho needs to learn this as well. I know we're talking about, like, we're in the box so much. The way we play is set up to look at our penalties. Yeah, look at our penalties. I think there was one Daniel James against Norwich, and Bruno versus Villa
last season. That's it.
Bruno versus Villa. They're the only questionable ones.
That's it. And today I was having it with some Liverpool fans, and basically it started over because I obviously retweeted what Klopp said, and I was like, "This is just bull." You know what I mean? And then we was going back and forth, and today we was having it. It was meant to be in here actually, having it with us, like. And I'm just saying, give me a decision then that we've had, because they're saying we get the lucky calls, we get all the calls, we get this, we get that. I'm saying, give me a decision then. Just give me some evidence of this season us getting that. They've gone, you've got a penalty after the final whistle. I said, what, bro? Like, the infringement was before the whistle, clearly, right? And the final whistle was imminent. It's not like it went 10 minutes. It was literally, the ball came out the box, the whistle was blown, then VAR was like, no, you need to check what's just happened. You know what I mean? Which was a clear penalty.
But we just got robbed of a clear goal the other day, man.
Bam. On top of what Romeo did to Greenwood when we played Southampton, bro.
Yeah.
Right, they're talking about, what's it called? What Romeo did to Greenwood, fam. This is like the handball that Crystal Palace got against us, which we never really spoke about because we played so bad in the game. You know what I mean? Right.
The thing is, Klopp even saying that, it's all tit for tat anyway, because what Salah does, we've seen a million times as well, when he just strides into the box.
Yeah, but this is the point though, Joe. Over a season, bro, you get these decisions and decisions go against you, bro. It happens, fam. Like that Maguire goal, because what I tried to explain, I was like, oh, well, if the Mane goal wasn't chalked off, then we would have beat Everton. And I'm saying, so if Pogba didn't score the other day, we would have drew with Burnley, but we had a completely good goal. Nothing wrong with it, bro. Yeah, right. Chalked off. So it's like, to be complaining about them decisions, it shows me where you're at. Because, you know, last year when there was top, and the year before when they was doing well, I wasn't sitting here and saying that Liverpool, 1 minute, what? You're going to have to wait, there we go. Coming here and disturbing.
Credit when credit's due, isn't it?
But I wasn't looking at them like they're top because of this decision or that decision. They was top because they were playing well, bro. For them to be looking at us and be like, oh, decisions, they're rattled, bro. And that's what it shows.
They need to worry about your form at the moment. That's the thing. You're in good form, so credit where credit's due to get to the top. Bro.
Fergie used to do it as well, and I think it is respecting it. It's like, it's a little, Palace just hit the bar. It's a little bit of respect, I think, as well. Like, they are a bit shook. I think that's the only way you can look at it. Like, they are fearful.
Otherwise, they wouldn't be talking about us, Adam. They wouldn't be talking about us, bro.
We ain't got a Liverpool fan to defend themselves. So, but what was you saying about Klopp saying he's preparing different for this game than others, which, I mean, kind of goes without saying when you're coming up against United.
Is that what he said?
Well, that's what's written here.
It's one of them. It's all mind games. It's all mind games. And for Mourinho to be talking about us, Klopp to be talking about us, it shows we're doing something right, bro. We're moving in the right direction. You know what I mean? And now I think, going back onto ourselves, I think we kind of needed this. You know the way we went at the Champions League, bro? We kind of needed it, bro. Don't you think? Like, because we was in a position where we should have left that group. It kind of left a sour taste in our mouth, not coming through the Champions League group in the end. You know what I mean? So we kind of needed to be involved in some sort of title race, bro. Like, you see now.
You think that spurred them on, like, kind of thing? I think it could have done that. Obviously, right now, it's too early to judge if that's had like a positive impact of the season because you got knocked out of the Champions League. You know what I mean? And being in the Europa League could have a long. But I do hope that those are the kind of, because especially when you think about, I think the players actually do love playing for Oli. You know what I mean? I think they like him, and I think they want him to succeed. And I think he's done really well so far. But like going out of the Champions League and, you know, all those kind of things, the players probably, you know, this is the real test now of Ollie's tenure. I'm not saying he has to win the league to prove himself.
Nah, but we have to be involved in some sort of race.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you have to be involved in the race. Like, and this is it now. Like, I think this is the ultimate test for him. I don't think if he doesn't win the league, he has to be sacked. But
nah, neither do I.
How you get on in this race could decide, you know, how much longer you stay as Manchester United manager. Because if you prove that you're not built for this, which is something that United want to be in every single season, then you're not going to be around for much longer. So it is a big test for a lot of these players and the manager. But I think
he needed it, bro. But credit to him because we are doing well, bro. And it's kind of the form that we pulled out, bro, and what he's getting out the players. Yeah, to me, right, we are doing very well considering the start of the season. Because I was pessimistic after the start, 6-7 games, but that's based on the evidence of what I saw in it. You know what I mean? And slowly we've picked up and we're in the position that we're in, bro. So I do give him all the credit for that. But I just feel like we kind of had to be in this position. You know what I mean? Going out the Champions League, it kind of left us with like, if we were to just scrape top 4, no silverware, it's a bit of a season for me. You know what I mean, bro?
That was last season's
like if we're involved in a title race, pardon?
That was last season's target, scrape top 4.
Yeah, but if we're involved in a title race, bro, yeah, right, we challenge. Even if we're there to the end, but we don't win it, bro. It's progress, bro. We haven't had that since Fergie because the Mourinho second wasn't a proper second, bro. The league was done in September when we played Man City, bro. You know what I mean? So if Ali can maintain some sort of title race there, bro, he deserves all the credit, bro. And it kind of makes up for going out of the Champions League because we are seeing some sort of progress. And that's what I think about it. What do we think, yeah, right? Because obviously there's been a whole lot of speculation over Pogba, yeah. What do we think over his current form? Do we think he's definitely gone? What do you think, lads?
I was talking about this to some of the lads today on Paddock and that, and I was saying to them, like, don't be surprised if he stays. But me personally, I've accepted that he's gone at the end of the summer. Like, I've accepted he's gone at the end of the season. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if he stays at all.
I think it depends how successful we are this season. I think if we win the league, I don't see him going, bro. Because I think to win the league, he would have to be a pivotal part of our squad, bro. I don't think he gets the credit that he kind of deserved since he's came, bro. I've said it for a long time. Everybody's always a flop. This is that. When I've saw seasons where, bro, he's been the best midfielder in Europe at that point. You know what I mean? At Man U, creating chance after chance after chance. The Europa League, he got the best player, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he's been there, bro. He didn't get the credit he deserved. I think he had some very bad form after lockdown, but he just had bone taken out of his ankle. Then he got COVID. You know what I mean? And I think he's just coming back into form now. And I think for us to win the league, bro, we're going to need him, both him and Bruno. And was it you had that put on Twitter that you don't have to hate either one of the players?
Bro, I fucking hate all that shit, man.
I hate it, bro, because it's like you can't like Pogba and like Bruno for some reason.
Yeah, you can't like Marshall and Rashford either, apparently.
Yeah, and I don't understand it. You know me. I like all my players. Some players I don't think are good.
And you can't say someone had a bad game.
Yeah, so if Bruno had a bad game now, you can't say it. If Pogba has a bad game, you could definitely say that because that's the narrative. You know what I mean? But there's just some players you can't say they had a bad game. And I just think it's okay to be able to say somebody's had a bad game, but you don't hate them. Like, you see how at the start of the season, there was things I was critical of about Oli, right? It doesn't mean that I said I want Oli out, bro. It's just some of the things I was seeing I didn't like. And in the future, if there's things that I see and I don't like, I will say them things. And I think the fan base is kind of like a bit
But
mad
that's
when
because
it
the
comes to
lines
players
have been
like
blurred between discourse. So basically, what you get on the internet is obviously a lot of people that do shit for reaction, and they do shit to be heard rather than what they're saying. They want to be heard in it. Like that only runs for so long. You can't be angry all the time, but some people are. But obviously, so when you're being a normal person that's just having a debate, like I get this, like someone said to me, "Oh, Adam, you can't be happy now. You've been Ollie out for time." I think, and he sent me a video discussing whether Ali could get sacked. And in that video, I never once said Ali out or nothing. And it's like, bro, just discussing a topic is not, you know, the football fan debate kind of thing. The lines have been blurred because of how many idiots are out there, bro. So now if you're just having a debate, it's almost like you're one of them.
And it's too easy for people to just say stuff on social media. And what I find, bro, is people, rather than, sometimes you can be wrong, you know, Ad. It's okay. You know what I mean, bro? And this is what people
Bro, I'm
don't
wrong
see,
about
lads.
McTominay, bro. I'm happy I'm wrong about him because I don't want him to be shit. You get me? But I thought he was
I'll
shit.
be honest,
He's not shit.
I still think he's a little bit meaty.
But he's
I'm
not
saying
shit,
he's
you get me? I used to think he was whack, bro. I never used to rate him at all, not one bit. Like, but he's a good squad player. I can admit that, and I can admit that
I agree with. He's a good
I was
squad
harsh
player.
on him, and I was wrong.
I don't think, he should be starting over current Pog. The way the format Pogba's in, if Martial plays, because obviously he went off last week, it's a bit of a worry, isn't it?
I think he's all right. He was just embarrassed about missing that chance.
Oh, bro, why don't he put his foot through the ball sometimes, lads, man?
Nah, it wasn't about. I think once he hit first time, he wasn't going to score.
You know what?
You can hit them first time with your laces, bro. Just hit it with your laces sometimes.
Everything.
Yeah, man. Not everything's finesse, bro. When was the last time you saw him shoot with his laces, Ad?
No, but bro, he should have scored there. But I thought that once you hit it first time, you've already kind of put some element of you need a little bit of luck because he just whacked it first time, side foot, fair enough.
Yeah.
If you put your laces through, you get a straighter shot on it. But I thought once you hit it first time, you're even giving the opportunity for it to balloon over, skim off your foot. Anything like I thought in that position when nobody was around you and you're one of the quickest players on a pitch, you got to take that down and go and score because he tucked it in. But yeah, man.
Yeah, but he's taking too long on a shot recently. Putting it,
I just think he's thinking about it, lads, and before it was kind of natural.
Sometimes, he's not selfish enough for his own good, so he doesn't get a goal. And then there's other times when opportunities present itself to him, he overthinks it. I do think he's been a little bit unlucky at times as well. And there's been periods like where his performance has been better than Rashford's, but Rashford will have a little bit of luck and get a goal.
Yeah,
and I think Martial's got to earn himself like a little bit of luck because when teams sit in sometimes, you got to find a perfect pass for him. If there's no perfect pass, there's no pass for him. And I think
I hear you, but I do.
But then at the same time, when he doesn't play, and he needs to play against Liverpool, when he doesn't play, we ain't holding that ball up there at the top.
I do hear that, but what I do say as well, fam, is I think this season Rashford's gone to a different level, bro. I think he's found more consistency, even though he didn't have the best game against Burnley, right? He still managed to grab an assist. I think Rashford's been, and even at times how he drives at players, beats players. You know what I mean? Like I've been impressed with Rashford this season, bro. I do think Martial's form's been a bit, and he does need to kind of pick that back up.
But I do think there's more. I think there's more there to come. I don't think he's
playing
his best.
And that's why I'm so impressed.
He's been playing with injury, and that's why he's a very, very key player. And that's why his quality. And you see him the most valuable player in the world the other day. And I think, I'm not surprised to see him at the top of those lists. But there's times as well. I think his decision making. I think he's got in his head, I want 30 goals this season.
Yeah.
Sometimes his decision making, lets him. Bruno's the same. You accept
I was just gonna say that. You took the words out my mouth
because you know in it. You know that something's gonna come.
Yeah.
There's times when I'm screaming at Rashford, bro, pass the ball, bro. What are you doing? Why are you pass the ball, man? Because people are in positions waiting for the pass and it don't come. But yeah, I think the boys.
I still think his decision making's improved, and like you said, I think there's more to come. And I think we could have a real top quality player in there if he carries on.
He's going to twist up Trent. He's going to twist up Trent on the weekend.
How do you think both teams will line up, though? Because
Well,
you
it
never.
depends
What
what
was
side
that?
he plays.
How do you think both teams will line up though? Because just looking at the fixtures, Liverpool obviously had the game against Villa, our under 15s, and then they haven't played since last Monday in the Premier League. Whereas you guys
Our
just
on the 15s. He had to throw that in there, didn't he?
just chuck it in there. No, it was a good game still. But you guys obviously played on Tuesday. They haven't had a Premier League fixture since last Monday, so there's an element of that in there. How do you think Ole's actually going to line up?
Yeah,
for
but
Man
I
United
think
squad?
from Tuesday to Sunday is enough rest.
It's a good rest.
You gotta
That's
be
in my
ready.
opinion.
But
I
they've
do
had
think
an
it's enough
extra
rest for players,
rest,
bro.
if you get me. They've
Yeah,
had a
they
nice
have,
little
they
patch.
have. But at the same time, well, to go with answer your first part of the question, the starting lineup, what I want to see, bro, I want to see De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Bailey, Maguire, Shaw. I
Bailey
want to
has
see
to start
Fred and
now.
Pogba. Fred and Pogba sitting. I want to see right Rashford, left Martial, Fernandez with Cavani up front, bro.
I hear that.
That's my starting lineup, bro.
Similar to how you started against Burnley, innit?
Mine's
Where he's
the same.
identical.
What
You
do
would
you
want
think, Hannah?
Matic.
I think we need Fred's legs in there, bro.
Oh yeah,
I
sorry.
think we need Fred's legs.
Fred's
That's
not
not.
Matic,
It's not a Matic because remember when I was saying I think Matic was done that.
He's been playing well recently. You know why, bro?
I think I was
He
wrong.
realised that there's a
Right.
title race here.
Hands up. I think I was wrong.
Bro,
What was that?
he's realised that there's something. Bro, I've seen this guy talk so many times and he's been there like, yeah, we need to be winning games. We need to be winning like 7 games. And then if we drop points one time, it's all right. But then we need to win 7. I like, he's always been talking about we need to be in a title race. And I think now he's we're in one. I think the old Matic has just come alive, bro. I don't know what it is, man.
Now, I
And
he's
them
think he's
kind of
been a lot
players-
better lately.
Fred's been out the team as well. You got to look. He haven't played
Competitive
the last 2
spirit,
games.
has to come
So I
into
think
it.
it's been saved.
Yeah, I do. I think Fred has to start, and now I think we need that them legs, that pressure, bro. If you ask me, but has anybody got a different starting lineup they think of?
You know, what it is they're
Yeah.
gonna come. Liverpool are gonna come with a lot of energy in that middle, innit? That's how they're gonna play. So it's not gonna be a better footballing midfield, but it's gonna be an energetic one, and we've got to be able to deal with that and not get. Oh, that's why I don't want McTominay and Fred. I'd rather have Fred and Pogba. Fred and Matic. Pogba's still playing, but forward. But I think
In the left.
But who drops out then? So what would your starting lineup be then? Give me your starting lineup.
so. I'd have Fred and Matic sitting. I'd put Pogba out on the left. I'd put. I think Martial will have to get dropped. I'd start with Cavani, or if Martial starts, because we're gonna need options off the bench, and I think Greenwood
I think
alone.
Cavani is the one that will drop to the bench, you know. And I'm not
But
saying
he's been
it's
playing
just for that.
very good. He's been playing
But I
very
don't
good.
think. I think he shows
And you know the
better when he's
know-how?
off the bench.
Sorry, fam. You know the know-how that he's got. I think that's going to be most effective against a shaky Liverpool defense. That's what I
Yeah,
would do.
I hear
and I'd
you.
have-
But
I'm
I do
Cavani
think-
over Martial, personally.
No, I think
Right
Cavani
now-
over Martial, but I think at the same time, Cavani to me has looked better for us when he comes off the bench.
Yeah,
Mm.
it does.
All right. So
It does.
Ad, what was your lineup? Did you think? Was you the
Same
same
as yours,
lineup?
bro.
Same as mine. So what was
4-2-3-1.
yours, Momo, then?
I'll go for it.
What
Go
does Fred?
for
There's
it.
the only defensive one.
Fred, Pogba
Freddie,
can play
Pogba.
Pogba can play that role, man.
Pogba did it well against Burnley, man. That gave me confidence he can do it.
But it's
Yeah,
going
but
to be a
he's done it
different.
well in
McTominay
other
thing
games,
all the
bro.
time.
He's done it well in other games, and it doesn't limit us going forward. You know what I mean? We've got more going forward with Pogba in there,
I
so we're
wouldn't
not
be
parking the
surprised though.
bus.
Like Momo says, if Matic starts, and then he plays Pogba.
All
Because
right.
Matic
So
seems to be the foil for Pogba, doesn't it?
what
That's
do you
what I think.
expect to be? What is that the expected lineup that you think?
I think Ali goes Fred, McTominay, Pogba, Bruno, Rashford, Marshall, Cavani's on the bench. Diamond.
What like the diamond?
Or a 4-2-3-1 with Pogba on the left. Like, but I think he'll go Rashford, Marshall, go with the pace up top, and I think he'll put Bruno in attack or in defense will be like a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. But I think he will, yeah. And then once you've got either McTominay or Matic and Fred, and they sit in, I think the rest will kind of have a bit more freedom.
I'll be honest. I'd prefer Matic and Fred then, if that's what he's going to do. In my opinion.
That's what I want.
So what would we say? Go on, lads. We need your predictions.
Bro, we're winning 2-1.
2-1. Who
2-0.
scores?
I think Martial's finally going to score, and I think Cavani's going to score the winner off the bench.
Oh,
Maguire 2-0.
you think
Allez.
2-0?
2-0.
Let's
Maguire,
go,
right,
man.
fam, I'm telling you.
Bro,
Do you know
that
what,
fucking
lads?
header was the one we've been crying
know,
out for,
man.
yeah. And he fucking ruled it, bro. Yo, I'm
Against,
still
oh,
angry
against
about that, even
Burnley
though
as
we
well.
won, you know. I'm still angry about that. Because I've seen the
You might as well
celebration like
rule out any
Maguire.
Burnley goal ever.
Maguire loved it. Like, you know, like, he was like, yeah. I thought, yo, that meant a lot to him, and you ruled it out, bro. That was fuck, that was, man. I
And he
think
was
that would have
moving
given
the
a little,
ref.
you know, like a little, like walking around with his chest out. I think he would have been
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Like, that's fucked up, man. They're pricks, bro. And they didn't even
What?
look at it.
Do you
I
think
know.
Bailey has to start? Because we haven't got him
Has
yet.
to.
Yes.
Has to
Has to.
start,
Yeah,
bro, you lads.
100%.
Bailey's saving us 50 million.
Bailey has to start, bro. I think if Bailey stays fit, bro, I think he makes Maguire look better as well. Like, when I say that, I just don't think that the Lindelof and Maguire partnership works, bro.
They're
In
too
my
similar.
opinion. They're too similar, bro. Very similar, bro.
Walaikum salam.
And
Alhamdulillah.
I think
just doing
Maguire,
that.
what's it called? I think Maguire, yeah, right. With Bailey there and Bailey's pace, it relaxes him a bit, if you ask me.
Yeah, because he can go. Because what Maguire does is he goes
Yeah.
and Bailey sits. And if you look a few times and Bailey's blocked shots, Maguire's committed and Bailey's just dropped off and just blocked. And it works well. Or like, you know, when Maguire does that thing where he holds the defender but nobody moves. The attacker. So he holds the attacker, the ball's there, but nobody's moving for
Yeah.
ages. And then Bailey always nips around him and takes the ball. They're a good foil for each other, man. But he needs to stay fit.
I think that's how it has to start, if you ask me. My prediction, I think we're gonna win, you know, lads. I think
Come on.
if Rashford, Pogba, Bruno turn up, bro, I think, yeah, right. This is what I like about this squad at the moment, fam. I think these players understand that if they're not up to scratch, there is replacements. There is people that can come in and do a job. I think this is first time Ollie's had that luxury, bro. You know what I mean? I think it really is the first time he's had that luxury. So I think that's kind of showed in the consistency we've had. And I agree with you, Momo, what you said before. What's been happening is because the other runs, we saw the other runs, it's generally gone well from the start. A lot throughout this run, we've had to pull ourselves back and show character. And that's a different side to what Ollie Man United team that I've saw, bro, to consistently be able to do that. You know what I mean? In a game against like Burnley, bro, to get the goal, bro, them things there, bro, them things would have dribbled out to 0-0. Maybe Burnley would have scored. And I think
2-0 down and shit.
Yeah. I just think I'm liking the way the team is at the moment. I do think in some way, shape, or form, if the right players are available, we could, as I was saying, I think we'll win. I think the competition for places has allowed Ollie to do more things than he could do before and he could do last season. And like I said, if the right player come available, I would have liked us to strengthen. But at the same time, if we wait till the end of the season and we do smart business at the end of this season, because obviously this season, I think we've done very smart business, bro. It went under the radar, you know, because of how it went about and the Sancho deal. I think it kind of got brushed under the rug, the business that we've done with the Cavani.
Business.
But you say
it was poorly timed, but it was
horrifically.
Signing itself actually improved us.
Yeah, it did, because I think since Tellez has came in, it's gave Shaw the biggest boot up his ass, bro, I've saw, bro, because this is the best Shaw I've saw since before he broke his leg, in my opinion, bro. I think how he gets forward, he wants to get forward, he wants to put the crosses in. It's not just back and sideways and back and sideways.
Set pieces, you know what I mean? As well.
What you say?
Set pieces as well.
I didn't know he could take them. How come since Tellez has come in, he started to take set pieces?
They've got this weird thing where they keep, you see where the 18-yard box ends, like the width of the 18-yard box. From that area, they're crossing into the back post a lot. And Luke Shaw seems to fancy it. And that's where the Maguire goal came from, actually. So it could be a big, that could be something they're working on for that Liverpool game. Because if you get balls into the back, like those areas, like the back post, and you got, I don't know, coming up from set pieces, Harry Maguire against Henderson, I think Fabinho's pretty good aerially at centre half. I don't think he looks out of place there. But for as good as Jordan Henderson is or can be, and how much he communicates and all that, he's not going to be comfortable at centre half if he plays with the likes of Cavani and their man on the pitch. He's just not.
I hear
Probably
you,
getting
but
stuck in
lads,
as well.
obviously that's the preview done. Adam, appreciate you coming over, bro. Showing your support as always, man.
It's my second home, man. I'm always going to be here.
That's it, man. Plug your thing, Adam McKola, Stretford Paddock, all of that.
Paddock. We need to get you boys on Stretford Paddock and all that, man.
You don't want that, lads. You don't want that.
Now I do. You know what? I'm thinking we should do a little. We should like, brother. I'll run the show now. We can have our own show on there if you want, bro. Let's sort something out. Is this COVID shit, bro?
Yeah, it's killing, man. It's killing, man, bro, man. It's mad. That's why everybody's seeing us on Zoom and not in the studio no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously, we're just getting through it how we can, man. Everybody, wish everybody all the best. Get through it how you can, man, because everybody's struggling. You know what I mean? And obviously, we just wish everybody all the best. But we appreciate the support, Adam. Momo, as always, Joe on the buttons.
Fucking 21 is coming, boys.
Comment, like, comment, and subscribe.
100%. 100%, mate.